Toft, he's not at work today. He's downstairs in his bunker clearing out his cellar. Not much to celebrate, mate, in the last 10 days. What's happening?
Oh, no. I mentioned yesterday, I think it was to a few of the lads after Butler's drop as well. It's been like a bit of a cherry on the top of the last sort of week for England. And yeah, when I watched Butler drop that catch yesterday evening, I thought, do you know what? There's every chance I'll get behind the sticks for Boxing Day at the MCG. So I'm actually flying down tonight to Melbourne just in pure hope that they asked me to stay out there really for till Christmas really and have a chance.
Well, I wonder whether the paparazzi, the English media are holding their cards close to their chest. They're flying you down. They're paying for you to go down, apparently, sweeping you into a hotel, kidding you out, and rumour has you'll be out there Boxing Day as opening the bowling.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Something like there's a story in it somewhere on Netflix, isn't there, like from Barmy Army to Behind the Sticks. That'd be a good doco, wouldn't it?
Oh, let's talk about the Seagulls, mate. Semi-final last week, very, very disappointing. You came up against a red-hot Gold Coast side. Too many runs. You guys went after it, but fell way short. It's just one of those things about T20s, isn't it, Dave? You can't. You can lose a game when you shouldn't. Anything can happen. 2 overs can take it away from you or give it to you. It's a crazy game.
Yeah, it was just one of those things, isn't it? Everything's sort of heightened at 2020. So if one guy gets going and it can literally take away the game from you for sort of 20, 30 minutes, even 20 minutes. Yeah. 4 overs of sort of good hitting and all of a sudden you're chasing a big score. And that's what tends to happen. Whereas we were missing a few as well and a couple like things like that. And there was just sort of too many things that sort of didn't go our way and went against us a little bit. We went a bit straight with a short boundary and all of a sudden we're chasing 190 at half time. And really in 2020 at sort of our level, it's sort of, I don't know how many times you see 190 chased. I mean, 2, 3, 4 guys have got to really come off with a bat. So, yeah, disappointing.
Yeah, I know. Justin Poole, mate, has he had a traction yet?
To be fair, he did all right. Like, he was... it was good of the guys to step in late, like last minute. And to be honest, yeah, they didn't do any sort of disarm to the side. Obviously, it's not the strongest 11, but for them to drop in so late with an already developing side, obviously we're a little bit short of that of probably quality on the day, but nothing was sort of taken away from effort. Really, I'll be honest.
All right, Justin Poole batted at 10. Who batted 11?
Young Cam, I think he's just been screwed into the number 11 chair pretty much. So for the rest of the year, so he's had a few not outs as well, which has been pretty good. So yeah.
Now tomorrow, Saturday, obviously because of you're flying out to Melbourne, obviously under security, cloak of darkness, all that sort of stuff here. It's a red ball game, 50 overs to make up for the washout last weekend because other games got underway. So still 50 overs, but using the red ball. Interesting way to play the game, but have you ever played a 50-over red ball game?
Yeah, so what I was saying to Corey actually at the weekend, that's all we play in England. Oh. So that's our league system. So you play 50 overs red ball between sort of 10 and 15 overs a bowler.
Yep.
Because we don't have any 2-day cricket because of obviously, I think it's due to like weather and pitch conditions changing so drastically from week to week. Yeah. So we actually play 22 games, all 50-over games, red ball, whites, etc. So I'd have actually really liked to play this game. Unfortunately, I miss him, but it sets up for quite a good thing, really. Obviously, white ball, 50 overs, you sort of see the first 5 or 6 overs off where it swings, then it almost becomes a long 20-20.
Yeah.
Whereas the red ball still sort of moves about during the middle overs and actually... an emphasis on still being able to rotate the strike without sort of being able just to sort of that white ball baseball type attitude.
Yeah.
It's really good, actually. It's a good test. So I'm sure our guys will be set up pretty well for it, really.
Well, if you go back to the game you played against North, you got Joe Burns out early. You got 2 quick wickets early in that game. A game you probably should have probably should have won. So there's nothing to fear here. And the form leading up before the T20 has been really good from the boys. Obviously, a win against UQ and building nicely, but you really need these points tomorrow before Santa turns up, because we always seem to be chasing our tail post-Christmas. I know you hadn't played in previous years, but it always seems to be the way we come good, but because of what we've done before Christmas, it hampers our semi-finals chances come February.
Yeah, I think obviously with the 2020 loss, we didn't we glossed over it quite a bit. We had a quick chat about it and sort of moved on. Obviously, being a developing side and a young side and maybe not our full strength 11, like you can't we're gonna lose games of cricket during the next year or two.
Yeah,
it's just the way it is. But the way we've been performing in terms of the red ball and obviously taking some of that into some of the 2020 games, and we did have a full strength side. I mean. Yeah. There's a lot of positives to be looked at, and sort of the future of the sort of coming towards the end of, say, January into mid-Feb. If we can pick up the wins and the sort of success rate that we had prior to that 2020 game, then you know it's actually really obvious and looking really positive, I guess, for the lads.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, you come on the back end of January, February, do well, and that builds momentum coming into the pre-season, and we set sail for that. All right, mate, listen now, we're just quickly touching on England, 2 for 220-odd. Pink ball, I think you said you'd probably win the 2 pink ball tests. You still believe that?
Yeah, It's only going to be... I think it's only going to be 37 this afternoon in South Australia and not swinging. So, and we've got bowlers who only bowl about 75 mile an hour. So we've still got a chance.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because England did fight back, didn't they, on day 2? Unfortunately, went to stumps and came out, and what a disaster it was the next day. It was Day 3, and then when Root and Milan, I think, batted for most of the day and built up a decent partnership, really. Yeah. And after that, it was back to the downhill ski slopes, wasn't it? Pretty much. So why is it with England more than any other nation they have these maxi collapses? Like you lost 8 for 80 or 90 or something like that. It just seems to be as soon as one goes, it's just mayhem in the sheds. It's the best thing about being an English cricket fan, I think. You just get used to it. Like you guys aren't used to it, but we sort of are. I didn't know what was it about with the England guys getting their 100% salaries taken off them? Wrong. And the slow over rate when we finished on halfway through day 4. It's not. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. But it's just, ridiculous. But the over rates have always been slow in Test cricket, and it's not going to change in this Adelaide Test either. We'll see whether the payments come out. And as I said in the message, I think you guys only get a win bonus, so you didn't lose any money really. So, I don't know how it works, but. But like an Australian, I think Boone was an Australian, weren't he? And he's taking money off England for getting others. Exactly. Now, mate, how's the lower back? I believe you're a little bit you're injured, mate, and you've asked all your mates for some help. And mate, worst thing you could have done. What, mate? I don't know what it is. Like when we moved up to Brisbane, we like sort of kitted out our apartment. Just by the Gabba, with like sort of just some cheap stuff, and we got some cheap mattresses from a friend. Yeah, and I don't know what it is, but I don't know if the mattresses have gone or what. But my back's in bits. I don't know what it is, but I keep waking up middle of the night and having nightmares about England, and then my back's in bits. I'm not getting the best of sleep at it. So you're just wondering, has the swing set turned up? The bedroom swing set, is that on its way still? Yeah. Oh, it came the other week. We got another one coming soon for the spare room. David, listen, Merry Christmas to you, mate. Thank you for giving us your time. Good luck down in Melbourne. It's a wonderful thing. You're going to the Boxing Day test, no doubt. It'll be something you've never done before, and it'll be something to tick off your bucket list. Yeah, that's it. When I'm keeping it, it'll be the first time I've ever done it. All right, David, all the best. Safe travels, and all the stuff. We'll see you in the new year, buddy. Yeah, top man. Thanks, John. Go on, Dave. Cheers, mate.